As expected. My green screen absolutely hates me, and I've been fighting it for a while. There should be a setting between it removes your hair to, you know, background decides to be there, and if any lighting changes happens to my room, like, at all whatsoever, aka a cat runs past, it recalibrates itself, which is really annoying. But we were gonna travel to Western Grimwald and do the Drusera quests. Like we said we would. Hey Kavis! Yesterday was a horribly tiring day. Is that Western? Well, if that's... yeah, it is. I was like, why doesn't it say so? That's so mean. I would say, I bet you fight with your green screen less, but then I remembered you don't have one. Okay. That dude's somewhere over there. Coming, dude. We're gonna do the good thing together. I ain't leaving ya. Oh, yeah. I remember you now. You're not a dude. You're the lady that's going with me, aren't you?
That door is not going to open itself. This interface, it is familiar. Then again... fascinating.
This interface, it's interfacing.
Mikari, Fader, Alpha Generation. Level Omega, proceed.
Now this is unexpected.
Omega level access code granted.
Of course it is. Ready to move? I would hope so.
It's like the door was waiting for her in particular. I would ask, why does my kitty cat look so sad? But then again, he did rip his claw yesterday by scratching me, of all things. He fell off my computer while sleeping. Cats don't have a computer normally. And I found my makeup, which crashed to the floor, which I was very upset about. And also my hand. So I have a nice little cut, and he left his claw inside my hand.
What? Who am I? I'm Avatar.
You're Dr. Evil!
It seems there are others who need to be eradicated. Don't worry, I won't be gone long.
Hello, Hardnanny.
Imbecile departed. Good. Welcome to Omnicron 1.
Don't make fun out of my viewers' names.
A virtual world where my shattered neural core is...
Just saying, if you walk past my green screen, it will throw off my filtering entirely because just the cat running past us. Do not do that.
Into Omnicron 1.
That's amazing that it didn't do that. It keeps on either filtering my hair out or stopping filtering my screen.
Ready? Given that we have no choice, that question was rhetorical.
Kitty cat! Oh, sad kitty cat. Kitty cat with a filtered head. Unfortunately, filtering blue means that black gets filtered a bit as well, so I had to change my top.
What news
Okay.
do you bring?
What are you saying? We have attained ingress to Omnicore 1, but our task is not yet complete. Prepare yourself, Murtaradicus. Ingress? Do you mean access?
Actually done.
What does ingress even mean? Help me, I'm not that smart.
We have successfully entered Omnicore 1, but Avitus has...
My husband says that ingress is like a small entryway.
My Omega level access presents interesting possibilities.
We have little time to delve into the secrets of Omnicore 1 and restart the system. I suggest you follow my lead as well as my orders. Sure thing, lady!
Not changed.
I actually think I might have done this.
Let us see what these new privileges grant me. One moment while I access the terminal.
I'm pretty sure I did do this, but I completely forgot about it.
I have located this facility's schematics.
Plus my teammate was exiled the last time around.
Unfortunately, Avitus is being difficult. He has deployed firewalls.
Well, I was in exile.
Through the access tunnels. There are two possible courses we can take. First, I can access a virtual circuit buster. It will travel along the facility's power conduits and overload Avitus's firewalls. Alternatively, I can convince the facility to equip me with a maintenance exosuit, which can be used to manually destroy them. I will allow you to make the final choice. Our success or failure hinges upon your decision.
Hooray! Adventure decisions! These are the bestest! Let's release the circuit buster.
The circuit buster is an efficient...
Follow the circuit buster, follow the circuit buster. Follow the circuit buster.
Supply of power. Let us take a moment to query the status of the datascape operation.
Puzzle time!
Escape team, this is Access Phaedra. Report.
Yes! Datascape here! Progress good. System defense down! Finally cross firewall into Datascape proper!
Excellent. Omnicore team is proceeding into the access tunnels. Phaedra out.
It appears the mission is
My
going
husband
well
training by
so
lifting the
far.
cat up, and he's keep on making.
Let us have
Ow!
faith in Drusera. His
I remember actually solving a few of them. One was like... It was like connect the green light, and then another one was like find your way through this room.
Access.
I also remember that I once did protecty thingy, and the exile protecty lady was like really slow. So solving it myself might be better. I am very much surprised that my cat's leg is not in the shot. Yeah, okay, that's why I cut off the
Give me
camera.
a moment.
Good.
While I order the system to initiate the circuit buster.
What's this? Enacting administrative override! Your pathetic program will not pass!
You shall not pass!
Buster requires a clear path to the firewall. Eliminate the Avitus projection before it reaches the barrier.
If I should eliminate it before it reaches the barrier...
The firewall is destroyed. Let us advance.
Oh, fair enough, that thing was moving. I was like, but Avitus is not moving, he's standing very still.
I have neither the patience nor the time to deal with you insects. These datascape intruders are taking up far too much of my processing power.
The firewall is destroyed. Let us advance.
Let us advance! We saw advance. Yeah, it's a puzzle room. Puzzle room! Come here. Come here, circuitry
Power
thingy.
circuits have malfunctioned. It appears appears that the flow of energy can be restored in this room.
Yeah, I most definitely do remember doing this now.
Observe below. Those flow control gates regulate the circuit connection. Adjust the gates.
I'm not good at puzzles. This is gonna be fun.
Uninterrupted flow on both sides.
Okay. Oh, god damn it. I forget that I actually have to like reselect these. Wait, we didn't do it yet? Where do we want it to go? Do we want it to go both ways? Oh, I see. These two. I don't know what I'm doing. Full path to the big green. Because see, that's done. That has a full path, doesn't it? Oh. Needs to go over here. Oh, I get it. I think I get it. I want to see which one has like that bottom red one. That one was literally nothing to do with the bottom red one. None of you control the bottom. Oh.
Circuit has been partially restored.
That was by accident. Okay, continuing. I need something that controls any of the corner two red ones right now. Okay, any of the bottom red ones right now. Any of the very bottom red ones? Like the bottomest of bottoms? Not that much bottom? I feel like I shouldn't touch that one. Like that one does absolutely nothing for me when I touch it. We actually have a path at the bottom. Okay, I feel like 2 should now be considered off limits. Aha, that should do it.
Well done.
Well done, me!
Completely restored. Let us continue our mission.
Thank you.
My booksy.
Using part of the Omnicorp. While you're at it, would you please die already?
Thanks for the suggestion, but I don't really feel like dying right now. Silly avatars. How does... Yeah, that's okay. This bottle is just short enough to fit behind the camera.
It appears the renewed flow of power has increased the efficacy of the circuit buster.
I am unamused by your continued existence. I would vastly prefer if you die screaming.
Oh, I would prefer not to die, so I suppose we have opposing
Let
opinions.
us advance.
We all know that you're gonna pop out.
Failure is not an option.
Your continued intrusion is completely unforgivable. I'm going to make you suffer for that.
Excellent work, Agent. I may consider you for a permanent position in the ICI.
Ooh.
We have made excellent progress.
Puzzle
Let
time!
us check in with the datascape.
Datascape operations. Report in.
Just
Maybe it will get me viewers.
already. Data manifesting as flying platforms. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Also useful for natural selection. Draken just fell off platform. See? Point proven.
Focus.
Draken just fell off the platform.
Phaedra out.
We're taking great risk with this operation, but
This is by far better than on the Dominion side because you have a crazy Chua.
Any questions to be answered?
Oh, I love Chua lines. This is useful for natural selection.
When you are ready to proceed.
Draken just fell off platform, see?
Energy levels indicate we approach the power continuum.
No more puzzle time? No.
Engineering.
We were doing so good with the puzzles.
Lies beyond.
Oh.
I have little doubt.
Oh god, I remember this one.
Lying in wait for us.
Yeah, I do fell off platforms like the Draken do. Quite a lot.
Think you've evaded me? Well, deal with that! And that! Ooh, and that one too! Watch your step!
This
Smoothie with just a
difficulties.
tiny tinge of lipstick. Exactly like you should drink your drinks.
What is it? Wait a moment.
Nothing!
My
Nothing!
system access should enable me to resolve this problem. I cannot completely override Avitus, but I am able to reinitialize certain sections of the bridge.
I do not understand why you built your bridge this way in the first place.
I can dare you. I'll take great pleasure
Oh.
in watching you plummet to your death.
Thanks, lady!
I would avoid doing that again. Those teleporters were not designed to save you from continued failure.
Oh, come on. Hooray! Yay!
Truly believe you're safe. There's more than one way to strip a file of terror. Or you and your head.
Secure the area by eliminating that construct.
Think it's secured now.
I cannot simultaneously use the platforms and maintain their stability. We must find another way for me to cross to your side.
Data
Reports
cube?
from the datascape mention a device they are using to retrieve falling team members. Using that teleporter, we can summon someone from inside the datascape and requisition their device.
My cat was making cute things. I pressed in that data cube like too fast, so I kinda want it back now. But I don't actually know where lore goes.
What's this? Where am I? Can't be dead? Too brilliant to die!
Commandeer the hardware from that Chua immediately.
Can I has?
Hook, go ahead, take! Now send me back! Missing out on mayhem!
Pull me across this chasm with the grappling hook and aim well. Any scratches to my chassis will be noted.
But what if I don't want you here? Well, it seems like the game itself doesn't want you here. Oh, maybe I have to pull. Yeah, I do have to pull from here. That's silly.
I appear to be undamaged. That is indeed fortunate.
For you. I think for you as well. Unless you like changing your armor, lady.
Avitus has sealed the door. I expected this eventuality. We must acquire the entry code from the datascape, which means one of us must enter the virtual world. However, someone else must be stationed outside in the Synaptics chamber, using its hardware in order to counter any virtual attacks by Avitus. 2 tasks, 2 agents. Choose one task, and I shall carry out the other.
Retrieve the access code. Why not? I'm gonna just get it back.
Agent. While the datascape is a virtual domain, death is still a very real possibility.
So if it's virtual, how do you die? Do you get shocked to death by the simulation?
To reach the data matrix, you must pass through the logic gate. Once there, you will initiate the decryption sequence.
You know what? This deserves a screening. Also, because look at how pretty that looks. Really loved the way that genetic archives and datascape looked. It did get too samey after a while, but look at that pretty. So pretty.
The logic gate must be synchronized with all 4 data types. But I doubt the Elden constructs carrying that data will cooperate. Lure the sentries inside their matching data gates and destroy them. This will initiate the corresponding unlock sequence.
Okay. Can I do 2 constructs at once? Come here. Come here, buddies. Come on. Look at how good you are! Aren't you proud of yourself? Dying in all the right spaces.
Yellow logic gate has now been activated. Blue logic gate sequence is now active.
Cool! Come here. Red and green, best buddies. Whoa! I feel very much fallen.
Excellent work, Agent. Green logic gate sequence is now initiated.
I'm a rainbow!
Red logic gate sequence has initialized. The logic gate should now let you through. Proceed to the data matrix.
I proceeded.
This is the data matrix. The data cache in the center is where you must run the decryption sequencer.
How do I do that?
Avitus is certain to deploy countermeasures. You must be prepared to protect the decryption sequence at all costs.
Oh! No pew-pews. Oh, you mean you can get like achievements for failing stuff? Cool, we got one number of the sequence. I don't know what it is, but we got it.
What do we have here? Oh, it's you. Still trying to weasel your way into the cortex. Oh, so many ways to obliterate you. So little time. Huh. How about this?
What? You mean the countermeasures are very much not working right now, those? Second number has been decrypted. I wonder if I failed the decryption, would I have to guess? Probably would.
Avitus will learn not to underestimate me. I've rerouted the data from his defense lasers into support boosts. Use them wisely.
Thank you. Ah, you look very healthy still, good.
You are far too alive for my taste, protozoan filth. Luckily, I have contingency plans to maim and destroy you.
I agree, you're far too alive for my tastes as well. Suppose we have matching opinions on some things. Okay, where did my decryptor go? I need to give it a bit more health. I know that doesn't hurt me that much, but I still feel like this is a complete minefield.
Second been shut down. Avatis will have to do better than that. The decryption is 86.7% complete, so hold your position.
Good. I want it to be 100% complete, and I want my decryptor to be healthy.
Decryption complete. Very well done.
That was really fast.
Into position now. Prepare to give me the access code. Observe the numbers floating above you. That is the code we require to unlock the door.
0. I like how you're flashing it in case I can't read it.
Second number is valid. Third number has been entered. The code has been completed. Well done. Excellent work, Agent.
I bet if the thing did die, you would have to guess.
Proceed toward the cortex.
Oh, hello. Hello, lady.
Now is an opportune moment to check with the others. Datascape team, report.
First caretaker memory core secured. Number of amputations below estimate. Team celebrating!
Number of
That is
amputations.
excellent news. Maintain current progress. I will check in again shortly.
Beyond this door lies the memory core. From what I can access, there is an impressive amount of data about Nexus stored within. There also seems to be information about the Makari, some that even I cannot access. Interesting. I have often wondered what the Elden intended for us once our duty to protect the Empire was complete.
Scrapyard?
The caretaker may have answers once he has been restored. I must remember to ask him.
By all means, proceed into the memory core. Come
Ooh.
right in and meet your doom.
Paul,
That's pretty
my
too.
sensors detect a trap. Avatis has generated a deadly holographic field inside the memory core. I grow tired of his meddling. Let me dissipate that field.
Ah, such clever little snakes you are, avoiding my holographic snare. Watch as I route some of Wilderun's deadliest denizens to the Hollow Fabricator.
Dispose of the first wave of hard light projections, and then I will clear the next section.
So kill everything, got it. Kill everything is my favorite hobby. I seem to have been doing a lot of that in Wildstar.
Triple kill.
Please enjoy White Veil's worst wildlife.
Aw, but they're cute and fat.
The sheer scale and complexity of Elden technology is astonishing.
Double kill.
And I like how the environment turns up green if you kill everything.
Of Malgrave's most malicious monsters. And other things beginning with M.
Like McDonald's.
All this power and knowledge, and yet it could not save the Elden from the entity. We would do well to remember that.
Triple kill.
Excellent work terminating those projections. I will finish disabling the deadly field. Proceed into the memory core.
Yay, memory core.
Has discovered my presence and sealed me outside the memory core. I will try to counter him, but it will take some time.
Welcome to the memory core, you beastly little insects. I hope you've prepared yourself for a horrible and painful demise.
I've prepared myself to remember a whole lot of beasts.
Good home! My house is your house after all. Perhaps you'd like some company. How about an endless torrent of virtual nightmares?
The hollow fabricators are in auto mode, while Avitus deals with our team in the datascape. His memory reserves must be stretched thin. Keep fighting. I will attempt to overload the system.
Come here. I want all of you in one big pile before I do any killing whatsoever.
You did not require my assistance after all.
Oh, cool!
Impressive. Your combat effectiveness has overloaded the memory core's ability to generate opponents.
Are you still here? More importantly, why aren't you dead? Can't you see I'm very busy with my other guests in the datascape? Since my main memory banks are occupied, I shall have to produce something especially deadly and vicious for my repository. Behold, the paradoxical might of Mingkor! Is he not a thing of absolute horror? Now I must attend to the datascape. When you do finally die, please do it somewhere on a Drusera.
But dude, this thing has exactly the same amount of health as all the other things.
An impressive fight, Agent. I will make a note to place a commendation in your file, should we survive.
While Avitus is distracted, allow me to create holograms of our remains. Should he check back, he'll assume we did not survive. These holograms should present a satisfactory ruse for Avitus. Now we can maintain the element of surprise.
Thinking, I have never gotten that achievement before. I never was here wearing great gear either.
I've just been updated with a new security subconstruct Vorian designed himself. He calls it Avitus, after the impregnable walled city of Elden ancient myth. My opinion of it? How can I phrase this politely? Avitus is perhaps the most insufferably obnoxious individual I have ever encountered. It's highly aggressive, terribly paranoid, and it itches. I told Vorian that I was already more than capable of keeping the Elden's data secure, but not surprisingly, he ignored me. I suppose I understand his concerns, but I must admit that his focus on this particular issue is a bit perplexing. I mean, if the entity isn't destroyed, data security will be the least of his worries.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, offer some money to Nexon, maybe they'll give you a wild therapy as
Far too
well.
much of our time in the memory core. Let us check the progress of the datascape team.
Datascape team, this is Access Phaedra. Report your status.
All 3 memory cores retrieved. Restoration of caretaker neural node can finally begin.
We have fallen behind. We cannot afford further conflict, at least until we have entered the cortex. Avitus will anticipate our use of this teleporter. I will analyze the system for alternate routes.
How about that door behind us?
I have located a maintenance shaft that will take us directly into the cortex. The probability of detection is only 1.2%.
Open it.
The shaft was constructed to allow easy manual access to crucial Omnicore 1 systems. It is unlikely that Avitus is even aware of its existence. Observe the glowing hexagon on the ground. This indicates what floor you are on in case you find yourself disoriented. We are presently on level 6.
I require a closer look at that panel. Use the grapply hook and pull me across to your platform. Carefully.
The door has malfunctioned. We must reset its controls. Schematics indicate the door to the cortex is at the bottom of the shaft. We will need to get inside this room to unlock it. Overloading the access fuses on level 5 should be an effective solution. I have summoned the platform to take you there.
Okay, whatever she said, I kinda got distracted by a person saying there's low interest in a private server. No, there isn't. Shut up. Okay, got in. Probably not the way I was supposed to, but still.
Identified the problem. The shaft's security system was automatically engaged.
Ooh. Let me just press the button. One click.
We will have to override the system. The teleporter in that room has been programmed to take you to the security override controls.
That is very handy and very insecure.
Security construct appears to be locked in with you. Dispose of it first.
Disposed.
Now set a new override code. 5050. The access fuses for the shaft have been successfully overloaded.
Yay!
Travel to the main power controls on level 3 and restart the system.
That was not level 3.
Are you intact, Agent? An overextension of my privileges has tripped some kind of failsafe. I have temporarily lost access. An excellent find. Repair constructs are equipped with portable anti-gravity units. You can adjust it to lift your own body mass.
Yay!
Familiarize yourself with the anti-gravity unit Then use it to travel to the main power controls on level 3, directly above you. Now turn the maintenance shaft power on.
Spamming the button worked. Though the sound that it makes is awful.
The final step is to route the power back to the doors of the Cortex access room. Success! The door just opened. Return to level 6.
The Cortex access control panel is inside.
What else is inside is this operating procedures little thingy though. Oh god. What's the zeros?
The way is now open to us. Meet me at the bottom of the shaft.
Sure thing. And anti-gravity myself and not splashing. Good.
We have finally advanced into the Cortex, and Avitus appears to be completely unaware of our presence.
I like how my character can experience the thrill of falling to your death without that dying bit.
Soon. I will attempt to reprogram these hollow projectors so we may be apprised of their situation. The Datascape team is initiating combat with Avitus. We should hurry. A formidable attack. Avitus is not an enemy to be treated lightly. In any important mission, casualties are to be expected. As you can see, our foe's artillery fire is deadly. The Datascape team is mounting a coordinated effort against Avitus. It won't be long now. Our enemy has been weakened. Hurry! It is imperative we are in position to hit the kill switch.
I do like how our mission is a lot more personal.
The heart of Omnicore 1.
Aww.
I am sure there is much to learn here, but now is not the time.
It's the Omnomnomnicore.
Watch out! Avitus has activated the Cortex controller. Keep it distracted while I see what I can do to help you.
You again? How did you get inside here? Ordinary measures are clearly insufficient to utterly obliterate you.
Utterly obliterate?
I shall utilize the Cortex controller as the agent of your destruction.
Avitus has granted the controller access to his artillery and sealed off the edges of the room. Buy me time. I believe I can find a way to gain access. Accessing the artillery guns is time-consuming, so I have forced the system to generate health regeneration packets for you. The controller is regenerating behind that shield. Quickly, terminate its minions and interrupt it. Conversion of artillery complete. Utilize the guns against the controller and its support drones. The controller is interfering with my Omega access privileges. I can no longer control the guns, but I can terminate their program. Avitus is foolish to think the laser defenses would work against us twice. Allow me to nullify the threat. It will take some time to override the laser defense system. Recover your strength with more regeneration packets.
It took you longer than it took me to kill the robot.
Avitus down! Avitus down! Omnicore team, flip switch! Quickly, quickly!
Your efforts here will not go unnoted in my files. Confronting that control.
That's better.
Aww.
Let's see. Where did I put that pesky little file?
Pesky little file.
Pure reproduction handbook. Oh no.
Deleted.
A cure for all known disease?
Deleted.
Deleted?
Yes. This one should do it. The secrets of the Nexus Project. Do try not to lose them.
Wonder how many things he would have just happily deleted.
It appears that the entity termination protocols have failed spectacularly. Unless my sensors are malfunctioning, which they most certainly are not, there is not one surviving Elden on the planet Nexus. This is indeed a most disturbing situation. If the entity gains access to the data files of the Nexus Project, the consequences could be even more unimaginable than they already are. I see now that Vorian was correct. Extreme measures must be taken. With that in mind, I am initiating immediate self-destruction of my behavioral stabilizers. The result, aside from the considerable pain to myself, will be a catastrophic fracturing of my neural core. The only good news, if it can be called that, is that Avitus will be unleashed in all his glory upon the datascape. Despite my general revulsion in regards to his personality, he will serve as a ferocious, albeit unstable, watchdog for the project's data. I, of course, will lose almost all of my functionality, and will more than likely not remember that I brought all of this upon myself. Ah well, no time like the present. Initiating tragic act of self-sacrifice in 3, 2, 1. Oh my.
Now we're gonna have some fun!
Oh god. The unleashing of Avitus, the data cube. Yay, it's so hyper! It's a hypercube!
The Nexus Project. In order to engineer the Genesis Prime, a being who could wield the very powers of creation, we constructed and terraformed an entire planet, which we called Nexus. The sheer scale and audacity of this endeavor was almost unimaginable. But the power and security required for our experiments necessitated extraordinary measures. Failure was not an option. Once Planet Nexus was complete,
Isn't that like keyboards and mice?
Project. Using our vast scientific knowledge, we began engineering
Because I don't use gamepads.
organisms, each more complex and powerful than the next. The discovery of primal infusion was a breakthrough, culminating in the creation of the awe-inspiring primal.
Use my money.
We were so very close, but the technology that would allow us
My
to
savings
create
are your
the
savings.
Genesis Prime was beyond even our considerable skill. Fortunately, these challenges were overcome. Working from a set of advanced designs, we constructed the protoplasmic resonator, the device which will soon combine the 6 Elden vessels, including myself, into one perfect being. And the machine's creator, the protoplasmic resonator, was designed by the...
Information classified.
Oh god.
Stored in the vault of the Archon.
Really? Yeah, my husband's gamepad broke. I break keyboards and mice like there's no tomorrow. He breaks gamepads. No! Changing the graphics card port on my computer worked.
The vault of the Archon. Even with my restored functionality, I can't seem to find any information concerning that location. It appears I will need to get back to you on this. This is so embarrassing.
Sometimes fly. The right analog stick dead center should be.
Monitor breaking? Oh, my monitor breaking. Yeah, it's mostly the graphics card port that was at fault this time.
What have you discerned?
Okay, I'll just...
The Royal Collegiate.
I was like, is there any monitors to break in this room? Durr. I think I visited the vault of the Archon in Arctera. Whatever vault I was in yesterday when doing all of those bosses. And sure, we can have a nice quick stop at the Defile. It would be not to the Defile, right? Because I still have like a quest from yesterday. I wanna just shoo it. Shoo shoo. There is also another zone that we missed. We missed the starter zone called Alavar. And I am intending to actually come back to it and do it. Why? Because no time like these last days, as these are the last days. It's kind of like if you were intending to travel to India, but you know that India is about to die from a nuclear explosion, you would be like, yeah, no time like today, because tomorrow it will be gone.
Anything new?
Okay, there you go.
I can't tell you how much this all
And I
means to
sell
me.
things to you. I want to do two things.
Eliminated the corrupting influence of the entity's minions and secured the nursery for the Dominion. I am particularly interested in all the data concerning Drusera's earliest years, which should provide additional insight into her capabilities. My full report is available in the Enigma Chamber.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to drop by to Ilium. See if we get any more world quests while back there. If not, we're gonna take the portal to Arctera and see if we get any more world quests while being there. If not, we're off to exile zones. Yay! Exiles! Just run around! Because that is the fun bit.
The time for action is now.
That is most definitely not a phone call. Okay, ship to Arctera that way. We will manage to explore Arctera before shutdown. On Wednesday I will likely be hanging out by myself.
Challenge begins.
I don't like challenges. On Wednesday, yeah. Everybody's gonna be making themselves a little cushy place in the raid group to just log out in. I don't actually feel like doing that, because I don't feel as attached to the raid group. I mean, to the raid itself as everybody else. So we will have time to do all of these zones no matter what. It's not gonna shut down on us, I can promise you that much. Okay, I do not see any
The time for
world story
is now.
calls, but there's possibility that it's scattered somewhere in here, and there's no reason why we can't, you know, do all of that. Just not this moment. This moment, I wanna find my winter whale because it has nice portals to exile towns. Woo! And that's what I learned yesterday during a 5-hour stream. That was the longest stream I have ever done, and I was so tired. Remember following Mr. Pehe up here yesterday? I think. But I don't remember exactly where we went. Because I have the bestest of all memories. We could have gone to space and I wouldn't have remembered it. All that I know is that I'm looking for 3 portals. If you can last it, go for it. I increased it above my normal streaming time to start at 5 and at 11 when it shuts down. Because unfortunately, I know that I'm not at a point where I could actually physically do a 24-hour stream. I don't think I could physically do a 12-hour stream. Yay! Celestian. Okay, so the idea here is we're just gonna run around and look at all the pretties. I think that's a good idea. So this is like their huge Elden facility. Every zone has one, apparently. Do you remember leveling in here before? I mean, my main one is exile. Oh, races! We forgot about races. You know what? Let me just see where the racetrack goes and let's see if we can find the quest for it. Woo! Yeah, these racetracks, they were like actual events in Wildstar. And they were brought back one last time in the last few days that the game's gonna be up. Normally there's like a place to start the race. Last time I found it very painstakingly. So I thought biggest logic in here would be to run through, maybe arrive at the start of the race and then do it properly. Ah! We found the start! And we found the quest.
A joy to see you. May you emerge victorious.
Okay, we can actually teleport to the starting. Yeah, I found the end. We can teleport to the start from here. And wowzee, we just uncovered most of the zone. You know how the river looks like. That way, you say? Let's see, where are we? We're all the way over here. Ooh. Yes, I am. When I arrive there, I will take the rest of the quests for these. But I'm not gonna do it until we finish zone exploration. Just really love the noise that these rings make. It's just so cool. And racetrack music is cool as well. No, we missed the speed bonus. Rather, I missed the speed bonus. You guys didn't do anything. Woo!
Great deeds are done on a day such as this.
What do I want? I know, I want the title.
We will meet again.
No, why would I want to go to the capital city of Celestian? This is not my place. I don't live here.
A joy to see you.
Okay,
Fortune favors the swift, so do
I'll just take these two.
May you emerge victorious.
Thanks, dude. May I indeed emerge victorious, but for now... there is the top of this mountain to see. There's lots of big owls. To be fair, I quite enjoy Celestial. It's a pretty deer! That's what's at the top. Pretty deer. There is a quest to do with this deer, but we are not exile. We're very much Dominion. So, deers don't like us. Probably because we eat them. And, you know, small deer. Then there's like a honey field in here. With some stunned people in there. Ooh. That's like that cage that the world bossy was in on the Dominion side. But I think on the exile side is just being a cage. So we now know what's on this corner. We know that it's all terribly green. Just like the tree huggers of exile prefer it. So honestly, I kind of like it too. There's a nice little village over here. They're not gonna be very friendly to us, but it is a nice little village. If I remember correctly, you get like transportation to here, and then you do like starting things of like, this is a mailbox and this is where people live, sort of thing. How healthy are you? Oh, there we go. 5.1 million. I was like 900. 2K. That's pathetic. How are you all still alive? And then there's a guard with 50 million health, and you're like, yep, that would be how you're still alive. Good to know. The scene goes a little bit darker while running past here, which seems to have some occult gatherings going on. Like occult ladies and stuff that are very friendly towards us, actually. This is our own people. We're friends. Ah, I see. So this is where you raise bones? Inside the village name? I can see how you're all a problem to be exiled. I'm not an exile, so it's just like, sup bro, let's chill. I feel like that it's perfectly reasonable to just come over here to chill. I hope they believe that too. Have huge mysterious blob this way. I am sorry for opening the map so much, but I have zero memory when it comes to where I'm actually going. It's not too good at these things. There's a lot of blue in here, so I thought maybe if we go this way, it's gonna arrive at something interesting. Really? There's a way up there? Wow. Oh. Mushroom? If I jumped at this mushroom, where would it lead me? Not very far, if you ask me, but there is some more mushrooms to jump on over here. I suppose this is just like housing tours, but from a Dominion's perspective. So, you know, you're just like, hey, this is where the exile live. They're all like a bunch of tree huggers and shit, so they're like living in trees. Funny, right? Haha. I mean, look at their weird mushrooms and weird ass, beautiful, foresty places. So weird. I don't think that I can climb this waterfall. I can try. Ah! I am very much certain that that is the... Oh, wow. Oh, this connects to White Veil, doesn't it? We're most definitely at the edge of the world because there is a pull happening. Like, I am getting actively pushed away from it. Ah! Never mind, we do know that it's White Veil behind that wall, but... It's so weird! Just where the green meets the complete snow. It's so straight as well. Okay, so we have seen their mushrooms. It's okay, we're just gonna res at the spot. Not going anywhere. It's okay, buddy. No need to panic. Death happens. They're giant bones on top of a mountain. I suppose this is reasonable. And there's lots of sheep. There's a hunter. It's not very healthy, and he would be like, oh, Dominion! What is a Dominion doing in here? And I would be like, sup bro, it's the end of the world, so I'm just taking a look at places. I hope that's okay with you. For example, this cave with a lot of creepy crawlies. Pretty sure there is a reason why this cave exists. And the reason was probably something deeper than it just houses a spider. And that's like a really strong spider. That would be like a multiple people spider for the exiles. Lots of guards. Ooh, this way. Don't need to see things that we already saw. That would be a waste of time. There's spider eggs. This is just a whole bunch of spider places, isn't it? It's just their forest got a bit infested with a bit of a spider infestation. Hope that they can handle it. I mean, they are an enemy, so none of my business, but oh. And here we have the lock. And it's really cute. Oh, Lop have a treehouse. Of course they do, they're the Lop. Why wouldn't they? Lop won't go down, Lop won't! And obviously Lop are friendly to us, because Lop are friendly to everyone, because Lop is life. If I remember correctly, if you're exile and here there is a challenge that goes along the way of just getting high. Because of course it does, it's the Lop village, what did you expect? You have already been there. Oh, hello big thing. Oh, it's a Lop crusher. Now that's not very nice, man. I can't just let you walk around. Nobody crushes Lops. Leave them live out their end days in peace. Well, at least I can sorta understand why there's like a mountain of bones there now. That's where the big thing eats things. And it probably ate another big thing. That's why the bones are so big. You know what? That's a screenshot worthy moment. That is pretty. Hello to whoever has just joined. We are just exploring the exile zones with me as your commentator. While I have played here, I am taking the role of a Dominion, just running past the filthy exile territory. Therefore, I'm kinda commenting on everything. That's kinda cool. I'm surprised that they're not very friendly towards us, because the last time when we found a bone place, we also found a whole bunch of people that really like us. Ooh. I suppose those lesser races are just not a friend of literally anyone. Which is a bit of a shame for them. That is a very brave question somebody just posted on Nexus chat. Any war plot soon? I don't know if any being organized through the official channel, so if somebody's answering yes, then we're so going. However, I don't actually expect a yes. Would be very amazing if there was one. Okay, so we have seen tiny little Mordish village from the looks of it. We have seen everything there is to see in here, so we're heading to the top of the zone. It doesn't help the fact that my cat's tail and paw is directly on my mini-map, so the only way I can look at the map is if we open the full one. Here's a road racing track. Here's so much green, and it even is called Greenbow Den. Oh, that was a snail. Don't think you see snails often in Wildstar. It's called a spewer. It looks very pretty. It has like a flowery pattern on its back. Death and destruction. Ouchie, 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 ouchie. Forget that I existed! Go away. Yeah, we may not want to run directly into exiles. That seems like a very bad idea. I was just so intrigued by death and destruction that I was like, hello, you must be friends for being engaging in such destructive environments. And they're like, no, we're not friends. Get out of here. And I was like, okay. If I remember, this is actually how you start the zone as an exile while helping this screwed up plot of land. Because the Dominion are evil, and it's our fault that their precious forest is getting burned down. Silly exiles, there's so much forest that it's okay for a slight amount of it to be burned down. It's not that bad. That is very impressive. It's a building, anyway. Oh, don't attack me, wildlife. Wildlife is like, Chua isn't welcome. No? Slippery? Got it. Sometimes where you can and can't climb doesn't make full-on sense to me. Some hills are very slippery, and that is so pretty. It must be good if it's called Lifeblood. Either that or that's like very bad, like when you slaughter people there, the blood just keeps on living. And you're like, ah, it's the lifeblood. Let's check up on top of this mountain because it has little points in it, meaning it must have something important on the top of it. It's really pointless to just run up to a mountain and go, ah, I have uncovered this territory, let me leave. It's like a little camp. And now let me just climb off this mountain without killing myself. That seems harder than placing myself here to begin with. Yep, I hit myself face into a mountain. Which is not the best way of climbing down when you're attempting that. Ah, the Taurine sisters. They're very attacky towards literally everyone, so it's okay for me to run past here. Somebody was like, I'm gonna put all my characters on Farsight. I actually do not know what I'm gonna do with mine. Oh ho ho! Look at us! I don't know what the hell it hit, but it was very springy. Now that is a very pretty place. So blue. Prime screeny location. Yes, all you're seeing is me creating an album of my Chua climbing places. Okay, that way there is a tiny little corner that we haven't seen yet. And my mount is gone. Screw you, hoverboard. That wasn't very reliable of you. Not in combat in... Okay, he's inclined on following me. And I'm inclined on ignoring his existence. Seems like the best thing to do. So now we know that the only thing that happens here is that the Taurian sisters live here. Good for us. Yeah, I have a little magma corner. That is most definitely unique. Gotta give that to them. And they have like a little machine that produces all of the magma. I feel like on top of everything else, this is a good test of just how many interactable objects Dominion have on Exile side. Current count is none. I wanna uncover your base, but at the same time I do not really fancy dying. What did I say to myself? I do not fancy dying. Thank you. There's like a little bit of stuff to uncover the other way. Yeah. Okay, not fancy the death bit, so let's just give you loads of space, you pesky patrols. I'm actually wondering, could we just run through Thade? I know I have ran into Thade before, but I don't know if I ever ran through it. And if you want to sneak into Thade, I think sneaking through White Whale is the best option, and that was death. That was very steep death. Something we do not want, as we still have a little bit of space. And if we die too much, we will just get more tokens. Because tokens are for free! Thank you for showing the clock to me, cat. I only require to hold your leg and hold your tail. Thank you. I move so much faster on my mount, I would fancy using it. I love those questions. Is Wildstar dying? Have you not read anything, including the login screen? Don't exactly fancy being behind their statues. I would just want to run around. I would like to climb over your statues. Thank you. Oh my! You ask me, it looks like you have a slight problem with things. When things look this bleak, it's never good. How do I want to do this? I want to go through them. We need to continue raising and continue just trying to sprint past them. I think that is the best option here. I'm nearly at 1 dodge again, which means I will be able to run straight into them and hopefully straight through them as well. Yep! We death passed this place almost. Almost. Just stop ignoring the fact that I'm a zombie that never dies. I mean, start ignoring that fact. Don't stop ignoring it. Looks like a lot of things can kill us in here as well. That bar is never good. I also cannot protect myself from that because I have no costume. Thank goodness that there's a bit of space where it just like kind of drops off. So we can, as a Dominion, we can still use those. But yeah, as I can see, you're having a slight zombie problem. It's never a good thing. Never heard a single point where somebody was like, oh yeah, my zombie problem, it's the bestest. So yeah, by the looks of it, it's just highly militaristic and very undead. And if I remember correctly, that is an entrance to Thade. Don't see myself scaling this wall, unfortunately. Which will mean that I will need to find another way out of here. Which will probably mean the same way that we got here. Which probably means I should buy more tokens. Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Shouldn't be any zombies around. Yes, 300. 300. 300. 300. We can die for forever now! That is great. Fantastic. Just what I wanted. Permission to die. Alternatively, may be able to scale this. That puts us very close, actually, to getting out of here. Okay. Okay. Just continue to carefully follow the wall. Yes, I do mean very carefully. Phew. Don't need to run past the guards if we're just dropping off the wall. Everything's peachy once again. I do spy with my little eyes something that looks Dominion-y. Ah, but it is. It is very Dominion-y. I see, my friends are grabbing a foothold in this territory. That is good. Don't want exiles to have everything. That wouldn't be very fair. We even have a Dominion cave. That's a bit brutal though. We shouldn't be living in caves. We're better than that. I see that there is a little bit of territory unexplored that way. We seem to be in a prime position to explore it though, as we're currently on the wall. Which is better than not being on the wall. As walls tend to be quite high up, so they're easier to navigate than non-walls. Oh, so that's what we missed. We missed little round high place in here. That looks like very Elden techy. Also, is it me or is that the path into Thade? You have a lot of service tokens. So no matter what happens, we should be able to res run. So we should go back to that path and we should take it. I think that is the best thing to do. But there are 2 zones, 2 more exile zones. Pretty sure that there's 4 in total, but I think I can't get to one at all. That was not very hard to bypass. I am ashamed of your security levels. You should be ashamed of your security levels too. Okay, now, are we running straight into Thade? I hope we are. Pretty sure we are running into the green part of Thade. Oh god. That is one way to very much secure the entrance. Okay, I have teleported in. I have infiltrated Thade! Yeah, that road leads directly into Gallerus, and we shouldn't have any difficulty taking it. As long as we don't get shit down. These people, where they're dangerous, they're civilians, so they're not gonna attack us. We should just try avoiding running directly into guards, like that. Whenever music flares up, it is bad, yo. I have no idea how you fit through that door. You really shouldn't. Oh my! There is a far trader that's actually very friendly to us. Nice to see that. I do remember when there weren't any service tokens, you just couldn't res if you died. So you were very careful. Now it's just like, I'll just consume some more service tokens. Never mind me, you filthy vagabonds, just passing through. Just Dominion running through. You probably had the best chance as a stalker. Ah, we got through without angering them. That is Thade main halls, pretty much. The little exile running around. Actual human player exile. There, right over there. That is interesting. It's good to know that humans still exist. Ah! We made it! Look guys, we're in however this map is called. Gallerus, that one. Yeah! And if you remember from our previous excursion, Gallerus is where Storm Talon is. That's the big dragony and the big cavey poo. They also apparently have radioactive spill issues. It's just something that sometimes happens. It's okay, everybody has those days. It also has very pretty musics. And I am very proud of us for having gotten here by running through Thade. Even though it wasn't a perfect run, I still died. This is a bit of a war zone. That's the essential theme of Gallerus, just Dominion and Exile war zone placey poop. You could see some of it on the Dominion side as well, so you kinda know. And this is their farm. Remember, we did a very similar thing on the Dominion side, because we also have some farms. See, we're not that different. They have farms, we have farms, everybody has some farms. So let's just try this path up. This is like a super Dominion-y fighty place. One of the quests like completely changes how this looks and this becomes slightly on fire. Like that was slightly on fire. They have a lot of them dragony plants growing in here. What are these called? Don't know, I can't click on them. But if you remember, Malgraves had some as well. Ah, look, my friends! My friends fighting in the big battlefield. I come to morally support all of you. Except for exiles. You're getting none of my precious moral support. I see we have quite a nice prison camp in here, working good. Doing the good work of the Dominion. Crushing our opponents. Scaling walls in order to uncover a tiny amount of non-uncovered thing. Thankfully the Explorer arrows agree with me. Ah. Oh, that is like a closed cave. Ooh. Sure! Let me invoke the summoning ritual. I hope I did. I hope it has done something. And it's called the High Henge. Useful to know. There's a little malfunctioning Elden place. It sometimes sparkles, so it has my interest. Ah, I did summon something. Did that do anything to this Elden place? Ooh. A core, you say? Where is spontaneous fire? I'm not even too sure I can complete this. I believe I'm not supposed to be here. Of course. I mean, I don't really look like an exile now, do I? No occasion, I got the tank top out. My previous shirt was not appearing on stream. Okay, so here's like a full-on war zone, but it is very nice to see that they still have a mailbox. That is very important. Thank you. How do I reach your place? Through here. I would say that we have seen enough of it and I can just hightail out of here, but it's very tiny amount uncovered. I mean, not uncovered. There we go. Now we know that it was a hill with some robots on it. Hope that information proves useful one day. One day when they're reassembling the private servers and they're like, we have no idea what was in that corner, we completely forgot to sniff it, I will be like, it was some hill with some robots on it. And they will be like, thanks, that is very precise. We should run all the way up into this little bit over here. Would be very nice if things didn't aggro. With level 50, you're not killing me. In your dreams, guys. Unless you're guard. Then for some reason you have 500 million HP. 50 million, but the result is the exact same. So there's like the base of operations. There's like a huge pew-pews. What about a whole new dominion? I mean, what about if I made one? Oh, there is bees. This hill has bees. Don't think that that's happening, unfortunately. Would be nice, but not very realistic. Bees and researchers, that's what this hill has. Galaris is nowhere near as pretty as Celestian. Oof. Okay, let's not crush our skull inwards. This is an Elden facility, I believe. You know, this could be a very great IP. With just how much lore there is and everything, you could make a very good game. But you see, when a game fails, people tend to not attempt again. For the simple reason of it, the first one is remembered as a failure, and who will buy the second one? Is completely ignoring the fact that first one was not necessarily received as a failure, it was received very mixed way. Like, a lot of people had more than enough things to dislike to not play, but they would say things like it had potential. And that doesn't sound like a failure to me, that sounds like wasted opportunity. There is a hill. Seems like a perfect place to be right back. Sorry people, I am going on a 2-minute break. See you soon.
that. There's plenty of knockoffs for different kinds of controllers, not in that style. I mean, luckily that controller will still work for games that don't use the right fucking stick at all.
Okay, to the question of Oblivion and Skyrim when? Probably not anytime soon, and whoa. Every single time when I leave and come back, the filter does something else. That is absolutely amazing. Also means that I have to readjust every single time. Like, I have to adjust it before the stream and then I can't get up. And if I get up, then it will unadjust itself. I don't think that Oblivion in Skyrim works perfectly well because I know because I tried Morrowind and Oblivion. No! Who goes away to wash their butts? That is a huge mountain range. I don't fancy jumping off it, so I'm gonna assume that there is a path in there. There's always a path in there. There's always a way. Ding ding! Ooh. This is very sandy. Very sandy and dust devil-y. I don't know if the dog's bollocks are good or bad. They have what looks like to be pirates on an Elden facility. That is most definitely unique. Yeah, that does look like a ship that landed. Wonder if they're looting it. Good. Okay, I think getting over there through here is easier. And I think I'm right. I've most definitely liked it more than I did in Skyrim. Skyrim's Dark Brotherhood was fairly weak. I also really love Shivering Isles. Okay, so there's like a... yeah, there was like a little town that was covered in here. Now there's up and there's down, and we're gonna go down first and then we're gonna go all the way up. And then we will port back to White Whale. Oh my, it's like you have your own little awesome place. Like, you know where Calvareth was on the Dominion place? That's what this looks like. Wonder, does that mean that they also have a Calvareth portal, or is my Calvareth one and only Calvareth? I mean, obviously not all roads lead to Rome, that way not every awesome place has to have a Calvareth, especially considering that that's a town name. I don't mod games very often. If I modded a game, it means that something went terribly wrong. And the game was just that bad. Because I always like judging the goodness of a game from the goodness of vanilla feel. We should try that. I think a lot of the roads would end at ocean. Ooh! A Another bee place, except that this one is very grim. It's like a sad bee place. With big creatures. They're not very nice. The whole theme of Galeras is like brown. No, muddy zones are all good and all. I feel like none of the Dominion personal zones were kind of just muddy. Maybe that's because the war is not directly on our doorstep, but it's on the Exile's doorstep. That would make a lot of sense. There's a temple. Ah, it's this thing. That most definitely looks very grim. Don't think I wanna approach it up close. It just doesn't look very nice. There is a road here that like leads past that big grim mountain to probably more grim places. Oh my, if I have just that bit explored, yeah, this is where we did the one of the world bosses yesterday, and I think the event for it is up again. Let's just try and get there by foot to stare at it. Or not. Yeah, it would be through here. Or would it? I honestly don't even know how we made it up there yesterday. I'm gonna assume that it was done by magic. It's about the best that I have. You know what? There is not a very happy place in here. So we do have a white whale racetrack, so let's just go over there, and then after doing the race we're gonna get to the portal and go to the last exile zone. Whoop whoop. Start my racy. It's a very rad raiden. And yeah, this was an old Wildstar event that they brought back for the last 3 days. And the event was like, you race, you get rewards. And people used to love it and did it every single day. Because it is quite fun. And a checkpoint. And there are multiple ways around. You can take the high road, you can take the low road. We do need to pass checkpoints though. That is not very optional. So if you somehow manage to miss a checkpoint, you would need to backtrack. Woo! Hooray! Yay!
Deeds are done on a day such as
We already had that.
we will meet again.
No, I don't wanna go to White Bell. And no, I haven't.
With these prices, they should call me a
Why would I?
crazy bot.
Okay, now where are we? How does that work with where we wanna go? We're not that far. I agree, cat. Meow. Okay, finding it the second time, I hope it's easier. How is it snowboarding when it's hoverboarding? I know that where we want to go is not Celestian. My hovering technique does not seem to be working. Let's try this one. If it's the wrong zone, we can just... No, that is the absolute right zone. We're in Algorok right now, which is the last of the exile zones. It's also a little bit of Everstar Grove, which is through there, but it connects through a portal, so you can't actually enter it. I don't think so. Never tried entering that portal as a Dominion, so I don't actually know. And no, I don't think that it should take you there. And that is the absolute starting zone for exiles. It's where all the baby exiles hatch. Well, this is Algorok, and Algorok has a very just nice foresty feel. As a spell slinger, no. Warriors do have swords, though. So that's like their lumber, transportation. They're obviously evil for some reason. Ah! And we end up in the other zone if we go too far. That makes perfect sense. Do not stray from the path. It's a pistol wizard. Because that is all you use. You use pistol magic. Esper is more like a hand wizard. You get a side blade and you make it spin with your mind. I can probably use that edge to go up and down. So this just looks like a very giant Elden place. Exile territory has quite a few of those, doesn't it? Ooh, that kind of leads me upwards. That's the thing that I hate with mountain rages. I'm all like, what if I fall down and I can't get back up again? They even have like a facility entry in here? But they spin so nice! Okay, so that looks like a very similar thing to what I solved on the Dominion side. Though what I solved was, I think, in a world story quest. My hoverbit. I need my hoverboard back. Here we go. This looks like it might be one way to just get ourselves out of this canyon. I would like to say that it worked. But the path is like leading down from here. It actually might be okay, because if you follow this, and you can see that it kind of leads back to the floor. That sounds really lewd. Okay. We climbed out. That is their basic booze. And they're building something that can't be very good. It looks like a nice little town. I get the dingling of your PvP flagged, I believe. Okay, let's just try running through the middle of the town, and we succeeded. Unlike the guards in Thay, these guards seem to be a lot nicer. Judge Kane has a lot of health. I don't think I want to touch him. He does look like a proper judge with that health pool. It's kind of like Judge Dredd. You can always build Macari. That's not biological at all. Okay, so this is a cave, but I do hate caves because it just kind of... Aww, little wolfie. That wasn't a very hard wolf. That is so snowy. I'm glad to see that White Vale isn't the only place that has snow, because otherwise that would be very isolated. It's not something that's very natural, if you ask me. Then again, I don't think that White Vale is natural, and wow, wowzers. Okay, controlled falling me. Controlled falling. Controlled falling not into the guards. Ah! The shinies, they break? And they make a jiggle sound while doing so? Oh. That beam of light. There's a lot of floaty islands in here. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing with all those pictures, but if I ever will want the wallpaper, I will have choices for days. Okay, if there is a little bit of land over there, then there is a way of getting to it. I think I should just dismount and follow the Loftites. Yep, that is most definitely what I should be doing. Bruh, it's like desktops for days. And then a bunch of people will be like, what is this game? And I will be like, Wildstar! Is it upcoming? No! Okay, we're nearly up there. Good. We are up here. Good. Okay, faster we go, the better. Oh, I do remember this. Sorta. I do remember questing in here. And ouchie, that radiation poisoning. There's like a big bad sheepy poo. There are stuff to do in the water too, if I remember correctly. No, I'm wearing long jeans. That is the engine. Oh, and if you go off the map in Northern Wastes, I think, there is an alternative version of Algorok that you can find where the whole place is submerged. Which is really cool, but I was not one for breaking out of maps. So I'm not one to see it personally. There's also some zones that will insta-kill you once you break out of maps. But people found ways around it by just like spamming some toys and having a run around. Includes 2 maps that were in production and never finished. It was likely when the whole game had to be scaled down just to meet the release date. I know that this is like very dangerous and not where I'm supposed to be, but I am gonna screenshot that. I have no idea how they make my butt look. Okay, if I follow this way all the way back, I have a strong urge to climb one of these, so that's what I'm gonna do. That is not a very useful stair, just so you know. That stair did not go places. Okay, that suggests that I can jump high though. Nope. No space to stand up for one thing. You know that. Aha! We can actually climb this one. Oh, that is good. That is good because I feel like the need to take a screenshot at the top of this rock. I am nearly there, and that looks very nice, like a little face. This is high enough. Okay, I'm gonna wait until you return my body to me. There we go. Okay, it's time to get our asses back down to the floor. Hopefully not at falling speeds. We're gonna not take a lot of damage. Good. There's like a little caged crystal in here, which is very intriguing. I don't know what you would do with a caged crystal, especially one that's still just hanging in the air. How does that even work? Ooh. A secret! Or a secret boss from the looks of it. No, it's just a regular mob. It's not our grotto. It doesn't have anything for us. So let's get ourselves back out there. Okay, so all that's left is like a little bit of space this way. And I'm surprised that this isn't counted as a pathway. Oh, now it is. That and like a little bit of space this way. It has like a floating tree. Do you have anything else besides a floating tree, or is that tree so important? I could see a plant on top of there. There may have been something else of interest. Or can I just leave it alone? Whoa! Woo! I love those speedy things, and I'm pretty sure that only I can access them. This little bit seems just like peaceful bear country. And then there's water. This little thingy-majigga in the water. I'm a great distress and would rather not be. Please assist. How does that even... Where is Ishmael the Bloodied, and why can I see his quest mark? Apparently up this wall. He may be able to get there. That is so weird. That is off the map. Why is there a Dominion quest mark off the map? Unless, of course, this touching a daily zone. It's always possible. Come on. We need to make that jump up. Oh wow. Okay. Where am I? There is a lot of green, I understand that. How are you here?
I be Ishmael the Bloodied. Might be we met before, matey. But I forgives you for whatever violence you might have perpetrated on me person at the time.
That
the disguise isn't shipshape, so be looking for ways to improve it.
That is the entry to Red Moon quest. Which is really weird. Where is this? So there had to be like either a portal that gets you to this place in particular. So we're currently not on any map. Or it's a misplaced NPC. Ah! The glitchy waters of the off-map. Pretty sure that I'm climbing directly into... Yup. So where in Celestial? I'm not on the map. I know that I'm most definitely in Celestial. This is most definitely Celestial. It would be a place for me to try and see if I can break into Exile starting zone, which I don't think I can. Unless, of course, I could buy... Oh. Oh my god! Yes, I can. I just did. But then it threw me back in here. Yeah, it didn't like me doing that. You can cross directly into it if you're just running alongside the map. I don't suppose we can take the portal there, can we? Because the portal's right here. Inside that very aggressive town. You enter through here normally. Like you climb up from here. Yeah, that is the Evergrove portal. You can't interact with it. Unfortunately, because we practically climbed into Evergrove, but then the game was like, nope, teleporting you back out. Okay, there is one more quest to do, which is a racy race for today, and then we're gonna stop there. Next things that I will want to do will be Elevar, Starcom Basin, and Aurora. Yeah, I am ready! But I am very happy that we got a single day to do map exploration and even a little bit of off-map exploration. Which is most definitely very interesting. Beep beep. Beep beep. Unfortunately, the music for every single racetrack seems to be exactly the same. And it's quite nice that there was music to the racetrack to begin with. And it is not one that we can hear anywhere else in the game. Oh my god, I saw a player.
Your discovery of augmentation is sending waves through the Dominion scientific community. Think of the possibilities. I can hardly contain my enthusiasm.
I have no idea which part of me jumping through the rings triggered that enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm not taking a road, I'm taking a river. I think there is a difference. Whoop whoop!
Great deeds are done on a day such as this. Proudly, citizen.
Anyways, people, thank you for watching. That was all of the races of the event. We explored every exile zone that we could get our fingers on. So now we have 1 Dominion starting zone left and 2 daily zones. Out of which in Aurora we have seen all of the bosses, so it's literally just doing the quests. So after we've done that, we're gonna take a few days to maybe look at other players' housing or maybe just hang out. Maybe talk a little bit. So thank you for watching and see you the next time.